We've helped hundreds of husbands rebuild trust even after affairs, lies, and total emotional shutdowns. And if you're watching this right now, there's a good chance that you've tried everything. You gave her space, you said the right things, you worked on yourself quietly, but somehow she's still distant, cold, or saying, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. And brother, I get it. I've been there, and I've seen too many men get stuck in the same cycle, working hard to fix it, only to push her further away. In this video, I'm going to show you the 5 biggest mistakes men make trying to rebuild trust and win her back, and how to fix them using the heroic husband method. So, if you felt like you're doing everything right, but still slipping away, stay until the end, because one or more of these mistakes might be killing your progress, and it's completely fixable. Before we talk about mistakes, let's start with the truth about rebuilding trust. Trust doesn't come back from words, gifts, or promises. It's rebuilt from what is called the pillars of lasting trust. Evidence of positives, your consistent good actions, absence of negatives, removing old triggers or hurtful patterns. Agency, making it her choice to reconnect, not something you pressure. Time, giving her space to see those changes without needing to be convinced. You can't rush these. If one is missing, truth crumbles, and trust crumbles as well. Here's what most men get wrong. They do the first one really well, which is evidence of the positives. They write letters, say I'm sorry, try to be nice, but they skip the next 3. That's where most men lose their trust all over again. And before we dive deeper, if you're in that spot right now where you're trying to save your marriage, but everything you do seems to make her colder, don't go at it alone. We've helped men in the exact position turn things around fast using proven systems, not guesswork. You can book a free call with my team at the link below. We'll walk you through the exact plan to rebuild her trust without chasing, begging, or losing your frame. Now, let's talk about those 5 mistakes, because you don't spot them, you'll keep spinning your wheels. Mistake number 1 is only focusing on planting seeds, and seeds are evidence that tear down what we call is that identity trap. Most men obsess over what to say or do to get her back. They plant seeds, right? Because we talk about making sure that you have a farmer mentality about this, not a hunter mentality. And seeds are just evidence, right? They talk about planting seeds like saying the right thing, writing the right message, or doing the right gesture. But trust isn't built by what you say, it's built by what you repeat under pressure. Your wife doesn't care about your perfect script. She's watching to see, when things get hard, does he stay consistent or collapse? Because anyone can act right when things are easy. What matters is what you do when it's not. So stop focusing on the seeds, start focusing on the soil. Trust grows when your actions match your words, especially when she's not responding. Mistake number 2 is crumbling during what we call our valleys or troughs. Every man hits emotional valleys or troughs when she pulls away, lashes out, or says it's hopeless. And most men crumble right there. But here's the truth. Rebuilding trust happens in the valleys, not the peaks. When she's cold, distant, or angry, that's when she's actually testing if your change is real. Instead of reacting, he stayed grounded and focused on leading calmly. Okay? That moment changes everything when she thinks that. Real strength isn't about being perfect. It's about being predictable under pressure. She doesn't need you to be smooth. She needs to know, even when she storms, you won't. That's the moment she starts to feel safe again. Mistake number 3, thinking about just tactics and quick fixes. A lot of men say, just tell me what to do, what to say, how to fix it. But brother, this isn't about tactics. It's about who you are when you do them. Everybody's always focused on what to say. The what is the easy part. It's how you say it, because you can't fake the how. You can't fake that internal shift within you, and she will smell that fakeness right away. If you say all the right things, but your energy screams fear, guilt, or neediness, she'll feel it instantly. Think about it. If she knew you were reading a script or following a coach's line, would she feel trust? No, because women don't trust words. They trust alignment. That's why in the Heroic Husband Method, we don't start with scripts. We start with identity, the man of steel mindset, because your heart, your body, your energy align. You don't need lines. When they all align, you don't need those tactics. Your tone, your presence, your silence, they all communicate safety. And that's what wins her back. Mistake number 4 is trying to be perfect, have a perfect outcome product thing. Perfection doesn't rebuild trust. Progress does. When you try to convince her that you're perfect, you actually trigger her disbelief. She already knows your flaws. She sees your worst. So when you act like everything's fixed, she feels the opposite. He doesn't get it. He's just performing again. Here's what she really wants to see: humility, consistency, and growth. It's not about being flawless. It's about being real. The moment you drop the mask and own your journey, you stop being a sales pitch and start being a safe man again. And mistake number 5 is chasing the outcome instead of the process. That's the whole focusing on the destination instead of loving the journey. You have to love the journey. This is the biggest trap of all. When you start obsessing over, when will she come back? Does this mean that we're reconciled? You unconsciously tighten the rope. Trust isn't chased. It's earned through time, consistency, and emotional safety. When you focus on outcomes, she feels pressure. When you focus on presence, she feels peace. There's a famous saying that people who are too stuck into the past are depressed. People who are too stuck and far forward into the future are anxious. People who focus on the present moment are at peace. When you focus on the present, that's when she feels peace and you'll feel peace. That's when everything changes. Here's what I tell every man I coach: stop trying to get her back. Start becoming the man she can trust back. That shift changes everything. Let's kind of break down a recap of the 5 major mistakes. Focus only on seeds, the words, the gestures, instead of constant consistency. Crumbling during the dips, the low times. Obsessing over tactics instead of identity, and trying to be perfect instead of honest. Chasing outcomes instead of embodying leadership. When you fix these 5, you stop playing defense and you start leading again. And brother, rebuilding trust isn't about winning her over. It's about becoming unshakable so your wife, your kids, and your home feel the grounded strength again. If you're ready for that, if you're tired of guessing and want a cleared roadmap, join the free Heroic Husband Masterclass down below. There's a free training. Inside, I'll show you the 5 proven steps every man must use to rebuild connection, reignite trust, and lead at home again, even if she's emotionally checked out. You'll learn the same framework that's helped hundreds of high-performing men go from panic to peace, from chasing to leading. That link's down below. Or if you want a more personalized approach, you can go check out our book, which is also down below, or get on a call with me and my team to help guide you through this process. Take the next step, because this isn't about saving your marriage. It's about saving your legacy. Like this video if it helped. Subscribe for all these trainings weekly on leadership, trust, and attraction. And remember, your wife doesn't need you to be perfect. She needs you to be present, grounded, and real. That's the man who gets her trust and her heart back for good. See you in the next video. Bye.